Alright, tribe, we are here. This is the season finale of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. First of all, thank you to everybody who watched my review last week. I had some really good numbers, so I hope you all are back and you enjoy it again. So, it's the season finale, and like I said, it looks like COVID kind of threw something in here. I don't think it's... I read somewhere they said Denise shut it down production. I don't think it was Denise and her cease and desist because, one, we see Denise kept filming, excuse me, after the cease and desist, and two... hell, we've seen people leave the show before and they keep filming. I mean, last year we lost Lisa Vanderpump and they kept it moving. I think it really had a lot to do with COVID, but we will get there. So, we start this episode off, we see that Sutton is going to carry Kyle's clothing line in her store. That's cute. Glad to see them coming together. You know, at the end, we saw that Kyle's clothing line was doing really well online because, you know, she has a lot of loungewear. And with the COVID situation and people at home, I know I've bought more, like, pajama stuff and stuff to, you know, walk around the house with. So, good for you, Kyle. And Kyle even said, hey, my stuff isn't couture, but, hey, it is what it is. And I'm glad that Sutton is putting it in her store. So, we had that. Then we have PK and Dorit are getting ready for their housewarming. You know, they're in their house. It's Christmas time, so they're going to have like a Christmas/housewarming party. I'm here for it. We saw her, Dorit, trying to talk to PK about the whole situation with Denise. PK was like, so, does it have anything to do with you? She was like, well, no, Bubby. But he said, listen, if they ain't coming for you, I don't really care. Then she was trying to talk. I mean, he was trying to give his advice, and she cut him off to my son, can I finish? He was like, I feel like you finished. I feel like you done. But no, he ain't finished. So, I mean, she not finished. So, that's when PK was like, listen, I don't even care. Like, if they ain't bothering you, if they ain't coming for you, not my business, not my problem, not my concern. Moving on. So, Erica Jane is in New York, so of course she's not gonna be able to come. She's getting ready for her Broadway debut, honey. And we see everybody sort of getting ready for their party situation. Lisa Rinna is talking to Teddy, and she's saying how, you know, she's just not sure how she feels about the whole Denise situation. You know, she said she feels really torn. She hopes Denise comes to the party. Denise said she was coming, but she's just not sure how this whole thing is going to play out, you know. And Teddy was like, you know, Teddy, well, I mean, she just needs to, you know, face the music. Like, I don't know, just be honest and just, whatever, Teddy. So we have the night of the party. Poor Dorit. She ain't pick out PK's outfit, honey, and he was about to wear a black and white palm tree blazer. It was fun, but in my mind, I was like, PK, when did you buy that? Who let you buy it? Dorit, you let him keep that in his closet? Where did he get that from? A palm tree dinner jacket at a Christmas party. Child. So she was like, maybe not tonight. And then she gonna mumble under her breath or ever. I feel like that dinner jacket disappeared. Anyway, so everybody's getting ready for the party. Damn, Teddy's daughter told her, yeah, I don't like that outfit. I don't like that outfit. And Teddy was like, well, I'm a little limited in what I have. You know, I'm pregnant and stuff. She was like, I don't care. I don't like it. Find something else. Even though Teddy ended up winning, honey. But you should have listened to your daughter. So, then again, it don't matter. Teddy, it's all. Just. Because the alternatives probably were the same. So, it don't even matter. I love Sutton. And Sutton, I want you to get it together, girl. Because there was a part in this episode where they were talking about people sleeping with people. And she was like, I've been friends with Brandy, but nobody will ever mistake me for sleeping with Brandy. I mean, look at me. I want you to stop doing that. I want you to stop doing that. That's not nice. I want you to stop doing that. Anyway, I love you, Sutton. I do. Even though, you know, we had a little rocky start. But I like you, Sutton. Anyway. So, of course, we get to the party. Everybody's at the party now. Denise is supposed to ride with Garcelle. So Garcelle gets to her hotel. She got her little man with her little chocolate drop. He's with her. And they sit outside. I don't know how long they sat outside, but they sat outside for a long time waiting for Denise. And every time they called Denise, it went straight to voicemail. And you know when your phone call goes straight to voicemail. So Garcelle ended up just go ahead and coming without Denise. She said if Denise is at this party, I'm gonna be pissed off. If I'm late for the party fooling with Denise and I get there and she's already there, we're gonna have a problem. Well, um, and then when they were in the car, Garcelle was talking to this man about diamonds and carats and how much she want. And on one hand, that could be a fun conversation. On the other hand, that could be the kind of conversation that scare the hell out of a man. Because I feel like they had only been dating a couple of months. Like, why are we talking about diamond rings? Why are we even having this conversation? Whatever. So, everybody's at the party now. Garcelle shows up, and of course, now everybody's like, well, where's Denise? Where's Denise? Denise isn't there. Why isn't Denise here? Is Denise here? Where's Denise? Denise ain't shown up, and she not answering nobody's phone call and or text, okay? Well, come to find out, Denise found out that Brandy was coming. Because at first, everybody's like, well, maybe she didn't come because Brandy was coming. And Dorit was like, Brandy ain't coming to my house. I ain't invite Brandy to my damn house. Like, I don't rock with... It was almost like she was like, I don't rock with Brandy like that. Why would she be at my house? Well, here's how Brandy would be at your house. Because you invited Kyle's sister. And I feel like Kyle's sister and Brandy sleeping together at this point. Because, hell, every time we see her, we see Brandy these days. And here come Brandy. Wait a minute. Why Garcelle was like, who that tall lady? Is that Brandy? Baby. Dorit's face, and I don't know if she was acting or not, honey, but Dorit's face was like, it was almost like she wanted to say, who let her pass security? Like, she had that look on her face like, why in the hell is Brandy in my house? And she even walked up on Brandy like, so you're here. She said, she said, Kim, I didn't know this was your plus one. Kim was like, oh yeah. Dorit was like, Now let's talk about this party for a minute. First of all, it looked nice. The decorations looked really beautiful. But this rich people shit. Dorit had a pyro specialist there, and his job was to light the candles. You paid somebody. And she did have a lot of candles. But you had somebody on your... When you get the invoice for this party from your party planner, there's going to be a line item that says pyro specialist. And if your party lasted 4 hours and his rate is $200 an hour, you just pay $800 for somebody to light a candle. I'm just saying, I need to fucking move to LA. I could do that. I light the candles all damn night for $800. For 4 hours and $800, I will light the candles all night. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, then she had an illusionist there. Let me tell you something that's funny. My cousin, I ain't gonna say his name, but my cousin, he has a Christmas party every year. My niece laughing because she know what I'm about to say. And every year he has a magician that does the exact same shit that Dorit had at her party. He goes around and he does little party tricks throughout the party. And then we had this moment where everybody's quiet and we're looking at him and he does these like tricks, right? I wonder how much Dorit paid for her guy, because I bet you my cousin didn't pay the same amount of money. But I promise you they was doing the same shit. Anyway, child, one year my cousin had a singing Mickey and Minnie Mouse, honey. Child. Anyway, so I just thought that was funny because I saw that thing and I said, is that just what we do now at Christmas parties? We just have magicians. Now she called him an illusionist. Illusionist, magician, it's the same shit. Anyway, I guess illusionist is more expensive than a magician, but I swear they do the same shit. So anyway, we're at the party now and everybody's worried about where Denise is. So when they get to talking to Brandy, Brandy was like, oh, I told Denise I was coming. Because I told her we need to talk. Because first you make me an adulterer. And now you got me out here looking like a liar. I said, oh, well, that's why Denise said, come. I wouldn't have came either. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't understand that she don't really want to fuck with Brandy like that. And honestly, I would not have come either. So what she did was she told producers that she had a family emergency. Once again, y'all are turning mountains into molehills. How many of y'all have called into y'all job and lied about why y'all wasn't coming? That's all it was. I have called in my job before and said I had a family emergency. I ain't say what family member. I ain't say what the emergency was. But my ass wasn't going to work that day. So that's basically what she did. She called out of work. She told the producers. And what made me mad was later on, Lisa Rinna and all them was acting like they got so upset and they were so worried about her. Y'all didn't even fucking know that's what she said until at the end of the night when the producer came up to Garcelle and was like, and I felt like the producer was being shady because he was like, see, you know, you've been defending her and you've been trying to have her back and she left you hanging. Because Garcelle was in her feelings about it a little bit. And she was like, oh, she said she had a family emergency. Girl, nobody knew to the end of the night why she wasn't there. They just knew she wasn't there. So all of that, oh my goodness, I just can't believe you would lie. That's a lie. Bitch, girl, who ain't called into work and lied and said, I know I've used family emergency a lot of times. Family emergency, a lot of times. I've done it in my lifetime of working. I've done it. I mean, I didn't get nobody in my family cancer or nothing. I just said, I got a family emergency. I can't come in today. I got to take care of something. That is very vague. Anyway, child. So, of course, Brandy once again is there telling her shit. And Garcelle was like, listen, I really don't want to see no text messages. I really don't want to hear nothing that Brandy has to say. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to ride for my friend. And I really want to give her the opportunity to defend herself. And for real, what I really want her to do is roll up on these hoes and be like, bam, here go my text messages. Here go my proof. Leave me the fuck alone. That's what she really wanted Denise to do. Of course, Denise ain't doing that right now. Kim is walking around wanting everybody to touch her new boobs. And I didn't feel like that was appropriate. She even went up to Kyle's sister, Kyle's husband, Mauricio, told me some go ahead and touch him. And Mauricio was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need to do that. Nope. So anyway, they all leave, they have a good time at the party. Once they get over the fact that Denise ain't coming, that Brandy is there, and that Garcelle ain't entertaining that bullshit, they move on. They have a fun time, blah, 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 da-da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, we see Lisa Rinna, Garcelle, and Dorit meeting up, right? And I feel like this whole dinner was so planned. Like, I feel like this took place. I don't feel like this took place in sequence. If you understand what I'm saying. But neither here nor there. They're meeting up to talk about the party, why Denise didn't come, who got a text message and who didn't. Garcelle got a phone call. Denise tried to talk to her, and Denise told her, she said, girl, look, I ain't say nothing to you before you went to the party because I really didn't want to put you in a position to lie for me. I felt like that was very respectful on Denise's part. That she didn't want to put Garcelle in a position, like, I didn't want to tell you the truth because then you would have to lie for me. I didn't want to tell you the lie because then you will be repeating the lie and it will make you look bad. So I just kept you the fuck out of it. Now, again, you left Garcelle hanging. She was outside of your damn hotel for however long she was out there. But I understood the logic. I still would have probably hit Garcelle with the same lie because in that way, plausible deniability. She don't know nothing different. But okay. But she said she didn't come because she found out Brandy was going to be there, so she didn't show up. She did hit Dorit with a sorry I didn't make it. She didn't say shit to Lisa Rinna. And Lisa Rinna act like she really was in her feelings about it. Like she didn't understand why Denise didn't reach out to her. And Garcelle told her, Garcelle was like, well, Denise kind of feel like, you part of the problem, basically. Like, you've been coming for her. You part of the problem. And so she really don't see it for you either. Lisa really act like she was hurt behind it. And I'm not understanding what you're not understanding and why you feel like you hurt. Whatever, child. Next thing you know, they telling us that after this, Denise sent cease and desist letters to everybody and on the cast or whatever or on the show and to production. Now, we already knew that had happened. So then we see her meet up with Lisa Rinna. And like I said, this was after the cease and desist. So again, it's not so much that Denise may not have shown up for any more group activities, but she did film with other people. And this happened after she sent the cease and desist. And basically, she went to go talk to Lisa Rinna. Her thing was, I don't understand why you don't believe me. And Lisa Rinna was like, listen, I don't know what to believe. And Lisa Rinna was really coming for her, talking about why did you send cease and desist letters? And you see it in Denise's face that Denise was like, I don't know whether I should have this conversation on camera or not. Like, you could see her thinking about her answer. And then Lisa Rinna was like, see, you wanted them to pull the footage, didn't you? You wanted production to pull the footage about Brandy. And Denise's face fell. She was like, how do you know that? I said, oh, what you mean, how do you know that? She know because she know. So Denise was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You shouldn't know that. That's with production. How do you know that? Baby, that conversation didn't really go too well as far as I could tell. I think, Lisa Rinna's thing is, at the end of the day, I don't believe Denise. I think she's a liar, and I just don't know where we go from here. I don't feel like Denise walked out of there with any more clarity on why she felt like Lisa Rinna sort of switched up on her. And, child, at the end of the day, I guess we stuck with, until the reunion, I guess we stuck with, um, whether you believe it or not, that that Brandy slept with Denise. Shit, I don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't care, and I never cared, and I don't know why they care. Other than the only thing they should be concerned about is the stuff that they feel like Denise said about them. As far as who Denise sleeping with, that has never been y'all's business. And whether she's cheating on her husband or not, that has never been y'all's business. That is between her, him, and her. And whatever throuple situation they may or may not have going on. And according to Denise said that those text messages are doctored. She said there's an app that helps you create text messages. She said, and I have text messages from Brandy and from Lisa Rinna that I don't think either one of them would want me to release. I said, oh shit. But at the end of the day, either release them or don't, child. Because at this point, nobody, like I can say nobody, but a lot of people just don't believe you anymore, Denise. So you better put up or shut up. But what I find to be very disturbing in this whole situation, to be honest with y'all, is that Brandy got what she wanted. Brandy's going to be on season 11. That's all she wanted to begin with. Her only reason for creating this whole scenario was for her to get back on the show. And she did. She's back on the show. According to, I read a press release that she's going to be on season 11. Now, I'll be interested to see if Kim got her spot back, because Kim orchestrated all this. I mean, if it wasn't for, Kim was the reason why she was even around. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. I'm talk to y'all later. Oh, and the ladies went to New York to see Erica Jane, which, of course, unfortunately for Erica, it was only on Broadway for 2 months before Broadway shut down. But she did go. The ladies, Kyle, Sutton, Dorit with them, and Lisa Rinna. Sutton got the private jet, honey, and flew them out. Oh, Teddy. That's what it was, because she said about the pregnant lady. And flew them out, honey. So they got flew out to New York to go see Erica. Erica got great reviews. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, that's kind of where we are, y'all. So the reunion starts next week. It's a 3-part reunion, so we got 3 weeks of the bullshit. It's going to be virtual, so, child, we'll see. All right, talk to y'all later.